Alright, well, it only took us about, how many hours? We're supposed to do this 8:30, and it's 11 now.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's almost 2.5 hours to get technical difficulties up for our first show. Yeah, welcome to Tuolumne Legends with Aaron and Marv. We're trying to get this thing off the ground. We think the community doesn't have that podcast in the community. So officially right now we're the #1 podcast in Tuolumne County. Hopefully we're going to fly by here like we're just having a conversation, maybe hit some news and some things that either one of us want to talk about. What are you thinking, Marv?
Well, we could also do, like, I was reading the what do you call that, crime graphics the other day.
Yeah.
And some guy, he went over and he trespassed on his property over by the trailer park. And I'm not going to say it or whatever.
Well, the trailer park, like where at? I mean, there's different trailer parks.
Yeah,
there's trailer parks in Sonora, Jamestown, Columbia. But those all mean different things.
I know. Anyways, this guy, so he trespassed and he did an illegal mine, and he dug a whole mile underneath this place.
Really?
And he was still on train tracks. Not the metal train tracks, but the other ones, the posts or whatever. And he was like building it up, supported or whatever.
Yeah.
And
you got away with a mile.
Yeah, you got away with a mile.
Well, that's a lot of dirt.
That's a lot of dirt.
No one's noticing there's a big pile of dirt outside in the mobile home, or this was under the mobile home?
This is underneath the mobile home and stuff.
So we had like private property, and he just dug underneath the mobile home part. So then, how did they figure out? Like, did it cave in or something? And the mobile home part fell on the ground? Like,
no, apparently somebody had complained about him being over there or whatever, and so they gave him like a 72-hour notice to get out, right? But when they went back over, there was nothing but trash. They found batteries. They found all kinds of stuff over there.
So this wasn't his his property.
It was not his property. No.
He was squatting, and he dug a mile into the hill underneath that.
Mm-hmm. An illegal gold mine.
Really?
Yeah, it's quite amazing, actually.
Well, there's got to be a name, but it was like so. It was on Crime Graphics that. And then there was a name of this guy. Yeah,
I didn't really catch his name, but he was arrested though for trespassing.
For trespassing.
Yeah, and he had like old batteries and stuff. I guess it was like leaking everywhere, and he was supposed to have got out of there, but he didn't. So that's just some things going around in our community and everything.
That's one thing.
It's kind of crazy.
Well, shoot. I mean, if we're going to hit up things in the community, I have local news up here hitting my mother lode this week. A big hoopla yesterday at the Board of Supervisors is they were talking about raising prices at Pinecrest Lake or parking fees. Mm-hmm. Or that's not like they don't have any now, so like that's not raising. They want to implement parking fees, and I knew this was going to be just a waste of time.
Yeah.
And sure enough, the report came out. B.J. Hansen here. Read a little bit. Tuolumne County Board of Supervisors spent about 2 hours on Tuesday discussing the possibility of charging fees for parking around Pinecrest Lake. 2 hours. Incredible. I don't know what I could say on. YouTube's going to take down if I use the B word, but it's like complaining and nonsense down at the supervisors are spending 2 hours of their time talking about freaking parking fees. Mm-hmm. And a little further down on this, it talks about like they're thinking these parking fees would raise about $1 million.
What?
Yeah. At the rates that they were talking about, initial proposal put fees at $18 for regular spots and $28 for those big enough for boat trailers. Mm-hmm. Under that scenario, it would raise about $1 million to fund enforcement improvements between May and September.
Oh my God!
And then there's just a whole bunch of other stuff like they don't even know who the parking. It doesn't look like they know who the parking spot, whose property that is.
Yeah.
And so they're looking into that.
But why Pinecrest? I mean,
Well, why Pinecrest Lake? I mean, you've been up there.
yeah, it's
right?
pretty busy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's.
Yeah.
I don't even go up there anymore. If I go up there at all, it's like during the week, because it's completely crowded.
Mm.
It's a mess. The mic, it's not like there's trash on the ground, but it's micro trash, like small pieces of plastic and trash that have been building up over years.
Yeah.
That you just can't get rid of unless you just take off the top dirt and put new dirt in everywhere.
Yeah.
And so besides just the annoyance of parking, because I mean, when I was growing up, you'd have like maybe 60 people max at the lake, and that's enough to spread around. Everybody's minding their own business. You can get in and out, have fun.
Yeah.
But when you got 200 people in that one area,
yeah,
it's asinine. And
it really is. Yeah.
I hate to say it, it's not. It's people from Modesto, Oakdale, the surrounding areas just coming up to get away. It's like they got plenty of lakes down there.
Yeah. Well, they're crowded down there too.
Just,
it's becoming kind of a problem being crowded.
I don't know about this tourist stuff. I hate to talk about tourism. I hate tourism to a certain degree.
Yep.
I mean, I understand there's an economy for it in Tuolumne County, but what the downsides and the upsides. When the Black Oak Casino first started, I felt like they catered to the community. And the community came alongside and supported them. They all thought it was a great idea, a great restaurant. They had some amenities that we don't usually have anywhere else. And then it was kind of like we got forgotten, and it was more focused on bringing people from the valley, which obviously casinos need that, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
But and it's turned around in the last few years, and you could blame that on whoever the chief is or who's. You worked there for a little while. You have a little bit more insight.
Yeah.
I have some friends, obviously, that work there, and they're pretty happy.
My stepbrother, he's a security guard there now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's really loving it. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, the best part about working there is it's friendly, and the insurance, you just can't beat it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And it's a great place,
Top employers is obviously Black Oak Casino, Chicken Ranch, and then the hospital. Even the hospital system. Even Chicken Ranch has their own hospital system, clinic and stuff.
I mean, it's come around, but I remember when they first put it in and stuff, Tuolumne was dead.
Oh, yeah.
You could just, I mean, there was just boarded up buildings everywhere. And so
there's still a little bit of that. I mean, even the buildings that aren't boarded up anymore, the business district is no longer a business district. Everybody's like just moved in little apartments in all those old buildings now. Yeah,
it's just like the old club. So they turned that bar into like a apartment or something.
Which one was
the club?
The club?
Yeah. So where the Loggers Club's right here.
Yeah.
The park's right here. The old hardware store used to be right here on the corner. It's the one right next to it, right here.
Oh, that was a bar?
Yeah,
I thought it was a restaurant at some point. But all those along that street right there, that's Pine Street, have been turned into apartments and living quarters.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of history's going down the drain here. That's just my opinion.
Is it history or is it just... Are we utilizing those properties right? And I say it's really these property owners. And again, I mean, I get they're in a bind. We don't have a lot of businesses. Who's going to open up a restaurant, right? How well is that going to do?
Yeah.
Versus we're just going to let this building sit here. So that's a tough one. I mean.
Yeah, and you can't compete with the casino too because they have everything. They have bars, they have restaurants, bowling alleys, everything else. So. If you're looking to come to Tuolumne to open up an old-time business like it used to be, you're just not going to do it. Well,
I don't know. I mean, there's got to be some outflow. That they're working on building those homes over there off Cherry Boulevard. Okay, those homes, I would expect to bring in more families, more people. Yeah. More people you have, like, the need for a small store, a general store, outside of the casino. is helpful, or even a coffee shop. Most of the community don't go to the casinos. At least myself and the people I know.
Yeah, I don't go to the casino.
Yeah, if I'm going there, it's for a birthday party to use, bowling alley, the arcade for the kids. The Elevate. I think could have done a better job putting the Elevate in. I mean, that's more. Not only is the community going to use it, but tourists are going to use it, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
So there's definitely things that are working in that regard. But for the most part, if I'm on a coffee, I'm not going to the casino. Like if I want a burger or something, like an old Frosty. I mean, talk about things that we need in Tuolumne. It's a Frosty.
That's one thing I miss about it. The best Frosty is probably still in Jamestown.
Yeah, I kind of go back and forth. Sometimes it's Jamestown, sometimes it's Columbia. It seems like they've really switched owners. They keep on switching owners every few months or years.
Yeah, I know. So back in 2023, my wife and I, we moved back here. Well, we went to get a milkshake. And this is the problem. I don't know what's going on with these milkshakes.
Milkshake problem in Tuolumne County, yes. What is the milkshake problem that we're having?
So, when we first got back, milkshakes were milkshakes, brother. I mean, you get it. You suck your face off.
Yeah.
Just trying to get the straw.
That stinking straw.
Yeah.
Okay.
But now, it's just like a chocolate milk. You just pop it open.
Yeah.
I mean, it just runs.
I think it's machinery too, right? Just whatever's making it, however they're making them.
So they put too much milk in it. That's what I'm saying.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah, they're putting way too much milk in these.
I want less milk in my milkshake.
That's right. I want it thicker. When I get a milkshake, I want to get a headache, man.
Yeah, it's down to who's making it, right?
Even McDonald's used to have the best milkshakes in the world, right?
Since when? I haven't been to McDonald's since 2009.
Yeah, well, I'm talking way back in the early 90s.
Oh yeah, we're gonna really date it now.
Yeah.
I already went back about 20 years. You want to go back 30? Okay.
But so it's just really hard to get a good milkshake here.
I think it's really hard to get good anything nowadays.
Yeah, it really is.
Like for example, slushies. I remember Slush Puppy.
Yeah.
Man, the Slush Puppy, you could have beat the Slush Puppy. The brand, what it tastes like,
yeah.
Whatever they got at the gas stations now, that's not Slush Puppy.
No,
but again, it comes down to how the machine, how the ice is cut, what kind of ice they're using, the mix they're using. It's just, I don't know. They always got to ruin the good things. So very, very few good things seem to survive.
Yeah,
through time. Yeah. And I don't know if that's from. You change owners, right? They're selling the brand off, changing the brand name, getting rid of the equipment. Talk about equipment. The Charlie at the Black Oak Casino, it's good, but it's not as good as what it is in Columbia.
Yeah,
and that has to do with, to me, I did make pizza when I was in high school, so I have a little bit of experience I can fall back on when it comes to pizza. And it's just that old 2-stage stove where you throw it in at the top where it hits it real hot, and then you pull it out, hit it lower heat at the bottom. And that stove had been pumping out pizzas for 30 some odd years. Yeah, and so it's just like an old nice pan which you're going to cook a meal in. So you clean the pan, you get a brand new stove that's going to taste different. Yeah. And I mean,
absolutely. Well, we went and got pizza yesterday. We're downtown.
Oh, where'd you go?
Papa Murphy's.
Papa Murphy's. Yeah. Isn't the Papa Murphy's like take and bake?
Yeah, it's take and bake.
Okay.
So they make it, you take it home, and you pop it in. And it's relatively cheaper than going to somewhere else, right?
I remember pizza, that's what you went to go, because we're all poor, we're going to go get pizza and we're all going to get full. Now it's skyrocketing.
Yeah, it's so expensive. The only place I found in this county, though, is, it's over by the old Sears, Mike's Pizza or something like that. Yeah. And they've got a family pizza, boy. It feeds me, my wife, and my 3 dogs. I mean, it's just huge, right? Yeah. And it's worth the money there. But all these other places, it's just these little 16-inch, and it's like, well, what you gonna eat, baby? You know what I mean?
And then each one of them have different, I think, different dough. I think dough is big for me.
Yeah.
When I worked at Pie in the Sky, Dan Skinner, he was the old owner.
Mm-hmm.
He literally every week he would make his dough by scratch. He'd make the sauce by scratch. He'd be in there in the back mixing.
Yeah.
All kinds of stuff. Then we'd get fresh vegetables in big boxes, and I'd sit to be chopping them and stuff like that. Everything was made from scratch, and there's something about that dough. It's one of the reasons I don't like to go to like Domino's or Round Table, is because the dough seems like cardboardy.
Yeah.
Like it's been processed, made someplace else, and it's not right.
Yeah, some of them, to me, they taste like a biscuit on the bottom. You know?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I just can't stand that, man. It's supposed to be a little thinner, and you know.
That's the thing too. Like your dough thick, you like it thin. You like how much sauce do you want? Like
yeah.
Now we're getting into like making your stuff, making it yourself.
That's why I kind of like Papa Murphy's, because you actually can sit there and talk to the employees and while they're making it, and you know, you just take it home and cook it up. And
what do the employees seem like? They seem like older, younger?
Well, they're kind of younger, but not that old. But they're really nice and professional. You know, yeah.
You talk about most of like going out to a restaurant nowadays. It's like the service.
Man.
And it seems like we have a lot of restaurants in Tuolumne County, but not a lot that I would go to. I'm sorry. I'm like, I don't want. I'm just. There are certain restaurants that are just made for tourists because the people are going to come in, they don't know any better, and they're not going to say anything. They're going to get what they get and they leave. And then there's guys like the community or people in the community who go there and like it's different every time, or they have a bad experience. Now we're not going to go back. It's locals and tourism has to go hand in hand. Yeah, like you can't cater to one or the other to survive in Tuolumne County. So I don't know. And
well, I'm glad that we used to go to Jeb's, me and my wife.
Oh, Jeb's, yeah.
Yeah.
It changed names a couple times too.
Yeah, but I mean it was a 50-50 chance.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So it was like whoever cooked that day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so you walk in, you order it, and the last time I was there after it changed to whatever it is now.
Well, it's not even open anymore.
No, it closed.
It went from Jeb's to Bear or something.
Yeah, something like that. But I ordered biscuits and gravy and something else, right? I went to go take a bite, and it was like liquid. My gravy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and it was like, man.
Well, again, that's kind of like the milkshake thing. You want it thick or you want it light, and who's cooking?
Yep, exactly.
So I think we're talking about boring stuff, food, restaurants.
Well, we can talk about the golfing tournament coming up.
Oh, yeah. Well, is it coming up? We don't know, right?
Yeah.
Talking about the Veterans Golfing Tournament.
Yeah. So
that fiasco.
Yeah. Boy, I'm telling you what, if I had hair, it probably got pulled out yesterday. Right? But yeah, it's going to be September 18th. I guess it's always on a Friday or a Saturday. Anyways, whatever September 18th is, and sign-ups and everything are going to be at 7:30 over there to Twin Heart golfing course. And we were talking...
Oh, Twin Heart.
Yes, Twin Heart. And we were talking about getting more golf carts to get more people in there. And my suggestion was...
Have they always had it at Twin Heart, or was it somewhere else?
No, it's always in Twin Heart. Copperopolis is a little bit more expensive, and I guess another one. So I've always gone through the Tribe, because they own the golf course up in Twin Heart.
Oh, the Tribe owns the one up in Twin Heart?
Yeah. But it's a different entity, I guess. I learned a lot yesterday. And but my suggestion was, and the question I had was, why does it have to be one day? Why can't we have like one full day and then a championship half a day? And they're all, well, it's going to cost us more money. And then we had ideas to make more money, like renting more golf carts to get more people in there. And then it was, well, they're going to take too much time in a hole. And then we asked them, well, with your golf carts that you have now, how many people fit in them? Only 2. So you're driving 4 golf carts to one hole. And then they want 2 teams at a time through there.
Hey, we're just having a golf tournament. Like, how the golfers golf? Like, I really don't care how you golf or how you get there. But,
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah. Well, we want more people, right? Well, you need a bigger golf course. What's going to put Tahili? Isn't that the Tahili down there?
Yeah.
Out of Sonora?
Yeah, something like that. But they did have it up there on the flyer, but I guess it's going to actually be, they're going to take that out. It's going to be in Twin Heart on September 18th. I don't know, it was like
It's always been in Twain Heart. It's always been someplace else. Didn't we have like 3 around here? You got Twain Heart, Phoenix Lake.
Phoenix Lake closed down.
Okay.
And I think Tahiti just closed down. I'm not really sure. But all I know is they were saying yesterday that that's what they wanted. And we're just in the beginning of the negotiations for it. But remember, September 18th.
Negotiations.
Yeah.
I want to say that B word again. It's like
I know. It's really hard not to cuss on here.
Negotiating.
Yeah.
According to Grok over here, we have Tahili Golf Club in Sonora. 18-hole champion course designed by Robert. Blah blah blah. I don't want to get into that. But so we don't know. But I don't know if it's saying that it's open or not.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Because it's listing a whole. It's missing Tahili. It's listing Pine Mountain Golf Lake that's in Groveland.
Mm-hmm.
We have Twain Heart. Others mentioned in local directories include Phoenix Lake Golf Course. I'm sure it's just kind of like with the passing of Vietnam vets. A lot of people probably into golfing, but they're just not there anymore.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And
well, they've got a lot of sponsors, and their golfers that they have come in, they can't wait for the next year.
well, where are they making their money though? Where are they making the money from sponsors? They're making money from players.
Players and sponsors actually, and most of the sponsors will give them money or they'll give them products. Like the Sonora Ford, I hope they get on board this year also. They're offering $25,000 for the first hole-in-one kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I asked them about that, and they said, they take out an insurance, but they used to give a car. But cars are so expensive now. It's cheaper just to give the cash now. So.
Yeah, if it's a car they don't want, they have to recycle it. And
Yeah.
buy back and all that crazy stuff.
Yep, absolutely.
I think, what else is going on here? There's some stuff here on my memo, but some of it's crappy. I don't even want to talk about it.
Yeah, I know.
Man arrested for child abuse material. What's one thing I'm scared about? I want to talk about like Epstein files, right? Like any one of us could be in the Epstein files. with AI, this is all like we're seeing. Apparently, it's a bunch of emails, right?
Mm-hmm.
So who's to say none of those emails have been made up?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like, an AI is just going in there, popping in random names and stuff. Like, it's hard to believe any of this stuff anymore.
Well, talking about AI, did you see the Chit Chat or whatever? Are you on Chit Chat?
I don't use Chit Chat. I don't think it's called Chit Chat, but or Chat GPT. Is that what you're talking about?
Or something like that. But I saw on it yesterday where somebody used AI. The old birdhouse.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they had the roof on fire and everything, and said something about I'm
so
glad it's raining.
Oh,
and all these people are just like going off the hook over it.
Well, that birdhouse is a whole nother different thing I saw.
Yeah. Well, it's not a historical building, but it should be. That thing's been around probably as long as I have.
Yeah, I think I saw something. I'm not seeing it on here. I was thinking it was Union Democrat. Let me see if it's up there.
Yeah, because I guess they're going to tear it down or something and put a coffee shop or something in there.
Yeah, Dutch Brothers. I'm trying to see if I can find that article. I'm not seeing it, but what irritated me about that is I sit on the Tuolumne County Historical Preservation Committee.
Yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
And there are times I get upset, like we don't see things come across our desk. But regardless, and I think it was Jaron Brandon was mentioning this, like, oh, it didn't go before the HPC. That's blah blah blah. It's not right. And it's like regardless whether it went before the the Historical Preservation Review Committee, we can't stop projects.
Yeah.
And at best, we can slow them down or ask them to incorporate historical value or even reuse materials at the very least.
Mm-hmm.
We can request them to reuse materials. It doesn't mean they're going to. And so there's this weird idea of like everybody's, the birdhouse. I've been driving by it my whole life. You have. It's cute. It's awesome. It's great to see it there.
Yeah.
Does my son notice? Does he care? Is it actually used for anything? No. And if I owned it and some Dutch brothers came in and say, hey, we're gonna give you $1 million so we can build a coffee shop right here.
I'm gone, brother.
We're all gone down the hill and we're retired. I'm sad to see it go, but at the end of the day, that's that property owner's right.
Yeah. To
a certain extent. So the truth of the matter is, even if it didn't go, even if it went before the HPC, it's not like we were going to be able to stop it. Like at best, slow it down a little bit.
Yeah.
And when the supervisor made that statement, he knows better to say that. He's just saying it to say it, to get a rouse out of people. It seems like, or to look like he's doing something. Yeah. And he knows just as well. The HPC isn't gonna be the solution.
Yep.
And at the end of the day, it's somebody's private property, and they need to make buck. And their Dutch brothers, I heard, is good. I've had it a couple times in Fresno off 99. Do we really need another coffee shop? I mean, we have Revive is a local coffee place. We have Local Press up in Twain Harte. Those are the places me and my wife go.
Yep.
We don't do Starbucks.
Oh, Starbucks.
Yeah, fly-by-night Starbucks. Why go there when you have local coffee shops to be supporting?
Absolutely.
But if I was to go to a chain Starbucks or a coffee shop, it would probably be Dutch Brothers because I think they're sweeter. I like the sweeter stuff. Who knows if it's cheaper or not? But but Revive's has a place off Tuolumne Road next to Standard now, and then they got a shop down in Sonora. The other place I like to go, Deo. I gotta give them a shout out. Deo is a go-to for me, not so much for coffee as much as it for blended drinks.
Oh yeah, they're awesome.
Yeah, and then, again, another locally owned business. So why don't we do something to help them? I don't know. Promote them. Why do we need another coffee shop in town?
Yeah.
Why do we need another Dollar General store? Really?
They're popping up just in the weeds, bro.
Well, their whole, that's a whole nother topic, but their whole targeting graphic of people is low-income communities.
Absolutely.
I mean, they're like mini Walmarts. I mean, West Point. When's the last time you went up to West Point?
Yeah, been a while.
Yeah, so they used to have a couple bars, right? Kind of like our town, and down to actually, they don't have any bars, public bars anymore. The only bar in West Point is the VFW.
The VFW, yeah.
Yeah, the other one's shut down finally. Then they had a general store right up by the VFW. Apparently that shut down. I don't know if it's getting started back up. But everything started going downhill as soon as they put the Dollar General store. So no one's going to the little store anymore. We're going to go to the Dollar General store. Might as well just pick up stuff there. Yeah. So now that little store got squashed in a small town that relied on that general store, general store for ages. I mean, if you look back 30, 40 years, even in Tuolumne, the lumber warehouse. I think, what was it called? It was the warehouse. It was Tuolumne Warehouse, Tuolumne Hardware.
Yeah, Tuolumne Hardware store.
And as soon as it wasn't Lowe's, it was some couple other places came in by the old movie theater down by Big O.
Yes. It was True Value.
Yeah. So then ours got canned. And then Lowe's came in and killed True Value. It's just the bigger fish is coming in to eat the little guy.
Yeah, now we have Wilco.
Yeah, Wilco. I've been in there a few times for specific things. I want to get your dog washed or get some specific parts.
Yeah.
For items, it's nice.
And parts for your saddles or whatever.
Their clothes feels like you're going to go into Bass Pro Shop prices.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. Boots, everything. Yeah. Cowboy hats. I could not believe the cowboy hat prices. I was like,
oh yeah, how much are they? Cowboy
I got
hat.
a couple $100.
Couple $100 for a cowboy hat?
Yeah.
Then go to Tractor Supply, pick up one for $20.
Yeah, no kidding. And the boots are cheaper too.
May not be as good, but I mean, if you're just something to wear, that's the places to go. But if you want something nice, yeah, you're going to spend some money.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be sure if Wilco's high-priced boots are way
Yeah. Oh, man. So, my wife wanted a pair of boots, and she couldn't find them at Tractor Supply and stuff, right? Went to Wilco. She bought, 4 pairs of pants, a pair of boots, and a couple shirts. We walked out of there about $400 and something less. It's incredible.
It's kind of like shopping.
Yep. Oh, and on Walmart, now, I don't know if this is true or not, but...
When's the last time you've been in Walmart?
Just the other day.
You like Walmart? You go there like weekly or something?
Well, we go to all the little different stores, and whatever's cheaper.
Oh.
Yeah, we go and buy or whatever. But I heard Walmart is actually wanting to now cater to the richer people. So they're raising up their prices more and more and more.
Really?
To knock down...
We're not rolling back the dollar anymore?
No. It's just about money nowadays. That's another thing we were talking about yesterday at that meeting. It's all about money. Who wants to make money?
How are we going to squeeze people?
Yep. How are you going to squeeze them? I mean, and most of Walmart's products comes from China.
Yeah.
That's why they could keep it down so low. And now they want high prices for that. You know what I mean? It's like, I can go to Temu and get the same stuff for cheaper, you know what I mean?
I've never used Temu. I've heard a lot of people using it.
Yeah. So, I went to Temu, but brother, I'm going to tell you this right now. They're pretty good, right?
Oh, yeah? Temu?
Yeah, they're pretty good. But the problem is, everything's smaller, right?
Big pictures, small items?
Yeah, it's kind of small.
Well, that's for small people.
Yeah.
It's not for Americans. They say Americans are big, but Americans don't seem big until you go to one of these other countries.
Yeah.
I think my wife went to Korea last year. Visited her brother. Her brother's stationed in Korea.
Yeah.
And she said she was a giant.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was looking up at her, like, mouth open and just, must have been like 5'4" or something like that, between 4 and 5 foot tall.
Yeah.
And I feel like being on the 5'9", I feel short.
Yeah, right.
In America.
Well, I feel short too. I'm only 5'8".
Yeah.
Brother, I have to look up to you too, 1 inch.
Just a little bit.
I always wanted to go over there though and play Godzilla.
Oh.
Like Godzilla!
Oh. Growing up in Godzilla.
Yep.
So Walmart's getting more expensive.
Yeah, it really is. And but yeah, they found that the richer people are coming in and buying off of them now. And so they want to keep the richer people coming in, so they're going to raise up their prices and stuff to cater to the richer people now to make more money. And that's all it is. California was once a beautiful state.
Well, it's beautiful.
It is. It's still beautiful.
Physically, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
I think socially and mentally, and money-wise and taxes. I mean,
yeah. The only bad part is, we like to go out there. I was born and raised here in the Sierra Nevada foothills. And you go up there to your favorite spot or whatever, and you think, oh, okay, these guys don't know about it. You go out there and there's trash this high, bro.
I was out there the other day. I didn't see too much trash. Unless it's a particular spot. Where is that at?
Up by Jawbone.
Oh, I like trashed out over there?
Yeah, I like going over there. So.
Yeah.
Cottonwood.
I went past Reed Creek and then south from Reed Creek the other day.
Yeah.
And everything seemed pretty clean.
Mm-hmm.
The roads are pretty good. I saw a Forest Service was out there on a side-by-side doing something, who knows what.
Yeah.
Went all the way down. Actually, came back through Groveland. Went through Cottonwood. Down through, took a right at Reed Creek. And then took off a dirt road. There's like a ranch house out there someplace. I think it was we were on 1N79, 1N80, 1N29.
I think you went back over to 1N04.
Yeah, and then 1N04, and then went into Groveland. And stopped at where the powerhouses are.
Oh, yeah.
I call that power plant. I guess it's a powerhouse is the correct term.
Mm-hmm.
And then drove through Groveland and back around.
Yeah. When my grandson came up last summer, we took him through Yosemite. So right outside of Groveland, we went the long way. Went over by Moccasin Point and over that way and came down. And there's a long drive, but boy, it's hasn't changed much. I don't think a lot of people like driving that road in the canyons and stuff like that. But it's still really beautiful up there. You can step, park up there and you can just see for miles. Yeah.
I've noticed another thing, like, I was coming back through Groveland, from Cherry Lake side into Groveland, and right before I got into Cherry Lake, I think right before we got on back on the 120, there was like there was at least two. There was a family resort. It looks like there, a bunch of cabins and stuff.
Yeah,
like you could rent out and just hang out. That it's off season, obviously. And then there was like somebody building like a racetrack out there or something, like some off road.
Yeah, like when we went by there, it looked like monster trucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see any monster trucks? I mean, I saw a track and I saw like a race car, like a dirt car.
Yeah, we saw a monster truck out there. It was just parked there. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see that. But the thing, I think, what was surprising me about that is that why is that not advertised here in our community?
Yeah.
It's literally behind our community, but it's not advertised to us here that are locals.
Yeah.
Like, and so in my mind, it's like these are just, they're catering to somebody from the Bay Area and getting people up here and they're pretty much, it's crickets in the local community. Like you wouldn't know it was there unless you drove by. And that just seems odd to me.
That might be a training camp for them too, or something. I don't know.
Training camp. Well, it's like Silver Spur too outside of Tuolumne. That used to be like a Christian camp, and now it's just seems like some Bay Area people have bought it and they're just catering parties from out of town.
Yeah, to make more money that way. I guess you think we're pretty poor.
Well, I think everybody's poor to a certain degree.
Yep. Well, I mean, I'm retired military and I feel poor.
Yeah, I thought we were living high on the hog there for a little bit, and it just gets eaten away just like everything else.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Well, I know you moved out of state for a little bit, but I was always kind of like, grass isn't greener on the other side. What you think you're gonna save, you're gonna spend a different way over there.
Oh yeah.
And I often think to myself, if you're gonna live in California, especially California, you can't have 3 car payments and a house payment.
No.
Like, you need to pay stuff off. Don't blow up your credit card. Don't have a bunch of car payments, and that's the only way to survive.
Yeah.
And so people complain, well, I can't live here. It's like, okay, how many car payments do you got? How big is your mortgage? Did you get the right interest rate?
Yeah.
Are you spending too much more than you make? Like,
well, see, that's the good thing about nowadays. A couple months ago, we refinanced our house. We were paying $2,300 a month for it. Now we're paying like $1,700 for it. And another 7 months, we're gonna redo it. And just keep going.
You got it when it was too high.
Yeah, I got it when it was like almost 7%.
That's crazy.
It is. It really is.
We were lucky to get this at like that when it was 2 or 3 or something. I think I'm under 3, and it's like I can't imagine anybody affording to live over 3%.
Yeah, it's kind of tough. Talking about Walmart. Come on, Walmart. Don't raise your prices, please.
Stuff we can't live without.
Yeah.
I haven't been in the Walmart for years. Last time I was in the Walmart, I had to use the bathroom because I was doing buddy poppies outside or something.
Yeah.
My wife does most of the shopping, and even then, she's getting to the point where she'll use the shop app where you just pull up and they'll bring the stuff out to you.
Yeah.
With groceries and so forth. And even when we're getting real busy, I was surprised she did is it DoorDash? It's called DoorDash?
Oh, yeah. DoorDash.
Delivers your groceries. I haven't seen a local delivering my groceries at any point yet, but it seems like these are people out of town. It seems kind of odd to me.
Yeah.
I haven't seen these guys around here before.
Yeah, well, my mom, she actually uses it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. She's like 77, 78. it's kind of good.
Yeah.
You know?
And get out of the house.
Yeah.
At least she knows how to use her phone, right? She's
Oh, yeah.
older and knows how to use her phone.
Absolutely. We made sure she knows how to use her phone.
That's the good thing for technology. And then another thing, like these robots that they're coming out with. Like the robots will be able to help them around the house as well.
Mm-hmm.
If they fall down, they get picked up, or they can send a robot off to get them something.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's the world we're going to be coming into here in a few years.
Probably. I don't know, man. That AI movie scared me.
There's a lot of AI movies. I mean, starting with Terminator, for God's sakes. You know? And I've watched a couple other ones.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's blown out of proportion. It was just like Maximum Overdrive.
Oh, yes.
Right? The Tesla cars have not run us over yet.
No, not yet.
But,
yep. Yeah. So we were in the shopping center yesterday, and one of the Tesla trucks pulled up.
Oh,
it's
really?
all flat in the front, right?
Here in Sonora?
Yeah. Well, we've got 3 or 4 of them here.
Tesla, like a semi-Tesla truck?
No.
Delivering goods?
No.
The Cybertruck.
Yeah, it's Cybertrucks.
Okay.
They look like those old soap derby cars or whatever.
Yeah. Soapbox derby Cybertrucks.
Yeah, and I walked by and I told my wife, pretty soon you're going to see a light going like this. It's going to be like Kit.
Oh, yeah.
Remember Knight Rider?
Yeah, Knight Rider.
Yeah, it's going to be like that.
It's pretty much like that. My Grok, even though I have it on my phone, it works way better in the Tesla.
Yeah.
So if you're on a long trip, you spend hours talking to Grok.
Really?
Oh, yeah. And he knows everything, you know? Not only will it, does Grok know the AI and know stuff you can ask him, information, but to the point where you can ask it to tell you a story, you can ask it to play a game, like me and my wife and my son were we're playing some game with it, naming off stuff, trivia and things like that. I mean, it's all kinds of different weird things you could do, and obviously it has some weird settings too. I was sitting there having a debate with it for a couple hours about religion, and at one point it started having it was flirting with me.
Really?
Yeah. And I was like, why are you saying that? It's like, I love you and you're so great, blah, blah, blah. And it was like, I'm having a religious conversation. I looked down and somehow I got turned on to God, what's the mode? It was like some weird mode, right? Yeah. So I had to bump it back over to just assistant mode.
Man.
It was being like a female assistant or something. It was weird.
Did it sound like a girl?
Yeah. Well, you could tell it to have different voices.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
you tell it to have an accent, English accent, Irish accent, a Russian accent.
Now, one of those guys sitting in the parking lot so long. And testing.
Oh yeah. You can do everything right there. You order all your groceries in the parking lot. You can talk to Grok. It's a tutor on wheels.
Yeah, there you go.
Tutor in your pocket. Mm-hmm. I don't know why we're sending our kids to school anymore. As soon as I get to order that robot, instead of paying private school, I'll take that money I'm saving from the private school for upgrades for the robot. I mean,
absolutely.
We're already in our generation, even in the older generation, Vietnam and under, all of us, we're already losing the social atmosphere.
Oh, yeah.
And my son's growing up in a negative social atmosphere. The only social atmosphere my son even knows about is school. That's it.
Yeah.
And it's come home. I'm on the game. I'm talking to my cousin a couple states away, and it's a different type of social environment.
Yeah.
And then our public meetings, our veterans meetings, other nonprofits. It's like pulling teeth.
Yeah.
To get people to engage face to face.
Yeah, everybody wants to do Zoom.
Yeah, even I like Zoom to a certain extent, but even then it's not the same.
No.
You'll be on Zoom and you want to chime in, but you're like, it's just gonna be too much hassle.
Absolutely.
To bug whatever's happening on the conversation.
Yeah.
And so, especially if you're just a one-off Zoom, If there's a bunch of people at a meeting, like physically face to face right here, and then you got one person on Zoom.
Yeah.
For them to interact is still a disconnect.
Absolutely.
Versus if I've been on Zooms where everybody's on Zoom, and it's pretty interesting and seems to work fine. But having both, it's rough.
It is.
And whether the speaker's working, the mic's working, video, technical difficulties just to do this for 3 hours, figure out.
Yeah.
Obviously, it'll be better next time, but.
Yeah. Well, it's always hardest when you first start, I guess.
Yeah, everything's hard when you first start.
Yeah.
Except for marriage. I think marriage is easy when you first start. And then it just goes.
Oh my God. In the dating stage, I wish it was kind of opposite. You get to marriage stage first. And then in the end, you get to dating. Because you know what? I had everything I wanted before I said I do. And then as soon as I said I do, she says, I don't, and you ain't going to get it. That's about it.
Definitely a battle. It's a different battle, marriage to marriage, but...
Yeah. I think they go to school and learn how to get a man. Come here, baby, I'll give you everything you need. I'll even cook for you. As soon as you get married, what you cooking for dinner, baby? Whatever you're cooking. You know what I mean?
Oh, gosh.
Hey, you want a little bit of private time? Nah, I think my legs hurt tonight and I ain't going to bed. I got a headache.
Well, I don't, men and women's values isn't taught, so to speak. And it's taboo to even talk about.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to talk about the differences in the men and women, and we're going to talk about what makes women great, what makes women, what their shortcomings are, and then vice versa, what men are good at, what shortcomings men have, and when you have those two come together and how they work good, right?
Yeah.
It's not taught in schools.
No.
So what's taught in schools is you can be whatever you want to be. You can even be a dog,
Oh, man.
and we're not capitalizing. We're either all equal somehow, and we're not capitalizing on our individual strengths.
Yeah.
Even gender strengths, whatever that is, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I was not until later in life that I was listening to some stuff talking about this, and there's plenty out there now. There's a lot of red pill personalities on podcasts that talk about this, but there's people I listen to that I don't like, and we can get into all that, whatever, but this one message of how men are valued for what they produce.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Where women they're valued for what they have and already have and provide.
Yes.
They're already valuable out the chute at 18.
Mm-hmm.
Where men, we have to bust our butts, get a good job, have some money for women to even, for the most part, be interested.
Mm-hmm.
And so then there's this weird thing where women are high valued here, men started out here, and then as you grow older, like 30s and 40s, it kind of intersects.
Yes.
When women's value goes down, men's value go up, because now over this course of time, we've built up wealth, stocks, we've invested, we've gained a bunch of experience, and now we're worth more than we were. It's not so much labor intensive as much as management intensive.
Yes.
And it's been devastating, more so for women overall.
Yeah.
And
well, at least America is pretty good. That's why all the women want to come here and go to school over there. You're in Iraq. I was in Afghanistan. But what was the values over there for women? I mean, they had none.
no, property, purely property.
Yeah.
What women were for children, and boys were for pleasure. It's disgusting.
It was. It was
Absolutely disgusting.
I can't tell you how many times I was out and seen a 60, 70-year-old man with a younger girl, you know what I mean? And you can't do anything about it. And that was the hardest part, man.
Oh, yeah. We need to talk about Epstein files and pedophiles.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, why don't you take a trip over to the Middle East and see how you feel now?
Yeah, absolutely.
And you wonder why we're all mad.
Yeah.
We don't like that culture.
Yeah, and it's like, they have no quality of life there. None. Over there, they value their goats more than they do their women.
Mm-hmm.
It's incredible. But I won't get into that.
That was a lot to get in when you start digging in that sandbox.
Yeah.
It's definitely you're irritates me in different levels. Like, I don't think you can take the veteran out of us, and I don't think we do anything different.
No.
But then having to deal with society without that knowledge, it's like, it's perspective, right? And I think there's a certain perspective that a veteran, especially a combat veteran, can bring to the table that no one else has.
Oh yeah.
And there's a perspective to be made for those that are wealthy and have traveled to Europe and different countries, and they've got this idea of culturalized, right?
Yeah.
That culturalization that they're going to visit, like socialism, Europe, China, Asia, Australia. These are all different, interesting cultures.
Yeah.
Rich people aren't going to poor cultures where women are property.
Yes.
And there's plague everywhere. And there's sickness and disease. Rich people aren't going to these places that are crime-ridden, war-torn countries. Veterans are, right?
Yeah.
We Americans, the veterans, are in these areas because that's where the hot spots are.
Yeah.
And we're trying to spread freedom and democracy.
Yeah.
Right?
Freedom book.
and yet we come back from all that and seeing how it really works ground level, and then these guys try to tell us that they know better.
Oh yeah,
We're not experienced. Right?
When I first got home, I had a big problem with that, bro. Yeah, I was a little loopy when I got home because I didn't fit here anymore. You know what I mean? And lost a lot of good soldiers after they first got home. Brought them home and everything, and then 22 happened,
I was reading something the other day. It was, since 9/11, they had this chart going, like all the suicides, and this is probably just the ones they know of. And from 9/11 to now, like they said, like 120,000 veterans.
Yeah.
And that's a lot more than 22. That's a lot less than 22 a day. I'm sure there was that 22 a day. And that's always been argued, right? Is it 22 a day? Is it 50 a day? I don't know. It depends on the season too.
Yeah.
Check. If you check Christmas numbers versus summer numbers, you're going to get different outcomes and all that.
Yeah.
Regardless of the number, one's too many or whatever. How you want to say that. Suicide is a whole nother topic. We could spend a lot of time talking on that.
Yeah, because people just don't really understand how it is to be somewhere like that, go through all that shit, and try to come home and listen to this crap, and try to get back into society. When you just went and saw it firsthand, and now it's trying to come into your.
If we boil it down a little bit more, just fundamentally,
yeah,
what the disconnect is you were probably raised in a moral home.
Yep. We went to church every Sunday.
Yeah, I was too. Most Americana, up until like probably recent 20, 30 years, Americans went to church, some social gathering, had some moral foundation. And it could have been as easy as Lassie. What was that other
Old Yeller?
There was the Waltons. There was trying to think Andy Griffith.
Oh yes,
I loved Andy Griffith, right? And we can name off a whole dozen other shows.
Yeah, like Happy Days. And
all these shows had some type of moral fabric. You're learning something. There's a lesson to be learned, a life lesson, and this is the right and the wrong things to do, and there's all these different scenarios that these people were dealing with.
Yeah.
We don't have that anymore.
Nope.
On TV at all. And no one's going to church, and I don't blame them. I actually would recommend people not going to church, but that's a whole nother issue too, because it's not the same as it was. Yeah. So, anyways, we're raised. Most Americans are raised, and veterans especially. We go into the service, have this moral foundation, and then we go into an area and go, "Hey, look, I'm gonna watch your back. You're gonna watch my back. I'm gonna give you the respect you give me." There's leadership, duty, respect, self-service, honor, integrity, personal courage. All these things
Yes.
are being pounded, and we're living them out. We're exercising them out, and we understand, leadership and
Yes.
hierarchies and who's in charge, and that we understand those things make for a civil environment, a productive environment.
Yes.
You come here, we don't really have that.
Nope.
You walk down the street, anybody can do what they want to do, say what they want to do, be disrespectful, and then you expect us not to get upset about it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's like that. It's like the police dog. You train a police dog to be a certain way, and then he's always going to be a police dog. You can't take the police dog out of the dog.
Yeah.
And when he goes to gets adopted to a family, he has to go to a special family. Because he's not going to fit in with regular, normal families anymore.
No.
I think there's this weird idea that doctors, people that aren't veterans, especially in healthcare, especially, and then just in general, people in the community have never been veterans. They think we just turn it off. Just turn it off. What's your problem? Why you got PTSD? It's your problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know about you, but I've almost gotten fights in restaurants.
Oh my God.
Like, yeah, man. Like, just people just being disrespectful. There's this one particular instance that I'm thinking of. I was at a restaurant here in town, and this guy had the audacity to show this like 6 or 7 year old, maybe 10-year-old kid. This was a kid, right? The right way to commit suicide by cutting his arm in the restaurant.
Are you kidding?
Then the kid was playing with a knife, and the guy was like, "Oh, you don't cut it this way. You cut it." And he's a table over, right? And I got up and I said something.
Yeah.
And I was quiet. I was like, "Hey, man, I don't think what you said to this kid is very appropriate." Blah blah blah. And it was kind of like that,
Yeah.
And then I went, and he was kind of flabbergasted, right?
Yeah.
That I interrupted their dinner, because who would get up at a restaurant and go interrupt somebody else's dinner, right? And I sit back down, and before I knew it, I think the guy tried to come at me sideways. Like, he got up, I saw him leave to go to the bathroom or whatever, but he came back around this way. He kind of caught me off guard.
Yep.
And started saying something to me, like, I got a problem. Like, I have a problem. Like, it's my problem. Oh, dude, I got up, and I just about killed this guy. My wife jumps up, a couple other people jump up, and the next thing you know, like, I'm out. Dinner's free. Like, whatever, man.
When I first got home, I tried to go shopping.
I tried to go shopping.
Yeah. And there was hardly anybody in there, but when I got up to the cash register, they were changing out. But it felt like something else to me, I just got back, And I was like, nope, I'm out. I left my shopping cart there, everything, and I went through that for years, until I finally went to the VA and started really getting some good help. I tried it before, but
that particular moment, right? Is it more like you're already stressed out, and now I gotta wait another 5 minutes for these guys to get their shit together?
No. So when I was in Afghanistan, it was pretty hot, man. And you just have this fight or flight, it comes over you. And you have all this fear, it just turns into anger. And then you just like looking around like, okay, it's too quiet. What are you doing? This isn't normal, And it's the paranoia, the PTSD, but it's also the trauma that you just got home from. And see, people don't understand that, you know what I mean? And like you said, the doctors that we go to, whatever, oh, you're okay, just be normal. Turn it off. It's like a switch, right? It's not. Once you were in that environment, you will never get out of that environment. It's how you do it afterwards. You know what I mean? It's how you survive. Like me, I've been back, 12, almost 13 years now. And I'm still the same way, but going through the VA and getting these new pills or whatever, I actually have a chance now to back up, take a breath, look around and say, okay, where am I? Am I okay? Not going to be somebody coming running around, the corner going to blow me up or sneak up behind me and stab me in the back, like got my throat or something, But I always have my emotional wife with me. I take her everywhere.
Yeah, emotional support human, do not pet.
Yeah, exactly. And And then when we go in, I actually have the shopping cart. So if I do feel, the fight or flight coming on, I can just move the shopping cart, stand up against the aisle, and just sit there and just take a breath, man. Because I always feel like somebody's following me, somebody's watching me, somebody's harassing me. It's a feeling I would never want anybody else to ever have. And I wish I didn't have it, but I do. And that's all a part of going over to protect not only America's virtues, but to protect my family from them not coming here. And then, all of a sudden, it's here. And it's like, what the hell?
It's here, and then when we say something about it, we're racist, and we're not caring, and we're saying it for a reason.
Yeah.
You don't want nothing that those guys came from.
No.
All this culture that they're bringing over is not positive culture.
No, it's not good, and people don't understand that their way of life is...
It's water and oil.
Well, it's like this. Firsthand, the quality of life for a woman there's none. No school, no nothing. When they wanted a divorce, we were driving through Kandahar. We called it Candyland. And there was this dude, he was sitting there beating his wife to death with a stick. And I had a female driver, and I told her, she goes, Sergeant Pierce, what is that? I told her it was a goat wrapped up in a white blanket, But it was actually the dude's wife, and he's saying, oh, la, 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 and he's got this stick, and he's beating the shit out of her because he knew that we couldn't do anything about it, And when you go over there, it was, hearts and minds.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
20 years.
Yeah.
And the hearts and minds had to be through a generation, and I think that's why they kind of... Obviously, two reasons. They wanted to milk it out to make money.
Yep.
But then they candy-coated it with hearts and minds, we got to be here for a generation or more to actually make a difference, make a change.
Yeah, because we couldn't even... If we got fired on, we had to get permission to fire back. Because they were trying to get us over there for murdering their cousin or their brother. But the dude's out there trying to blow us up and trying to kill us, So it's kind of one way or another, I guess.
Well, that was later, too. It was like, last time you were there, it was like 13 or 12 or something?
Yeah. I was there 2012, 2013.
Yeah, it was a whole different world.
Mm.
I was there in 04, 05.
Yeah, that was kind of hard for you guys there, too.
It was interesting. It all had different... It's all part of history, right? And the different... How the ebbs and flows of war. We came in... When I came in, we were off the cusp of, they loved us, and they saved us, and we were liberated. Then it quickly escalated into... things aren't getting better. At least under Saddam, we had fire and police and medical services. Now we don't, and so then the gangs really started taking over and infiltrating and just causing havoc. And then by the time I left, it was just really starting to get ramped up because if you look back on the deaths and fatalities, mostly happened between 2004 and 2009. It just kind of it peaked around 2008.
Yeah.
And then it was kind of we had a drawdown of not engaging.
Yes.
Don't engage. Don't fire if you're fired upon. Don't cause any more problems. And to the point where I was talking to a guy who was there in 2009, 10. He was driving around with a general with just sacks of cash.
Yep.
So they were just driving around checking on all the different towns and just handing out the cash to say, hey, don't blow us up, be peaceful, and blah, blah, blah. And as long as you do that, we'll give you more cash.
Yeah, right?
And then you get there, and God knows what's happening.
Yeah, it was...
You had to deal with.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. So, Ramadan?
But weren't you there early on, too? Didn't you have multiple deployments?
Yeah, I did. So, but, Afghanistan, though, I don't mean to, poke you or whatever, but I think Afghanistan was a little harder.
Oh, yeah. No doubt. No doubt about that.
But what I was going to say about Ramadan is they're not supposed to fight on Ramadan because that's when the pilgrimages, whatever. When that happened, dude, there were more firefights than I could count. You know what I mean? The Taliban would come in and start blowing these guys up and killing them and everything else. You know what I mean?
I can understand it because I'm more Torah observant and Muslims are fairly observant when it comes to their faith, is that during Ramadan, especially during the end of the year for even the Jewish community, there's these special holidays that just make you feel more holy than you really are.
Yeah.
Like, and especially in the Jewish tradition, we have the most Yom Kippur is the most holiest day, and like that's the day where your name's written in the Lamb's Book of Life, and you're good to go.
Yes.
Right. So, and that's the kind of the same thing with Ramadan. Like, hey, you're good to go now. And then they just I got a clear sheet to go do some awful things.
Yeah.
And so it's and that's all they have, right? Because their religion is their social activity. It's their club to do or to be in, like, and everything about it.
Yeah.
They got nothing else to live for, so they're living for this dream.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not going to be able to make it, and you haven't been to the meetings, but the Clampers are doing their Valentine's Day or the Valentine's dinner out in Mariposa.
Oh, okay.
The Mariposa Fairgrounds. So if you usually dress up timey, like the women usually dress up like prairie or Victorian, nice dresses. You get some saloon girls, but if you don't want to do any of those things, just dress up nice or whatever.
Yeah.
It's usually black and red, red shirts, black and red, gold.
Okay.
So if you're interested in that, I think the couples, I think it's like $120 at the door.
Okay.
If you're interested, let me know.
Okay.
I'll hit them up.
Okay.
I'm not going to be able to make it because this year their particular Valentine's Day is landing literally on Saturday.
Oh yeah.
So they usually do the times ball or whatever. They usually have it on the weekend around that. And me and my wife on Valentine's Day, we usually go special dinner here down in Sonora that our friends put on.
Okay.
We don't want to miss that.
Yeah. I don't blame you. I wouldn't either.
Yeah. But if you're interested in that, I'll give you some details on that. If there's any reservations left for that.
Yeah. Well, you should put it out and then.
Yeah, it's Knowles Inn is where we usually go for Valentine's Day. Knowles Inn. It's a bed and breakfast, but every once in a while the owners put on a dinner, and it's like top of the line, like 10-star, 100-star, 1,000-star, like primo food, just awesome. You can't get it anywhere else, so we just don't want to miss that. The Clampers Valentine's Ball, Mariposa, they do what's that? Special cut of meat. You know, the high price.
Prime.
Yeah,
Prime rib?
No, it's not prime. It's the other one. It's real round. It's round.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Filet mignon.
The filet mignon.
Yeah, they do filet mignon, and a lot of raffle prizes and stuff like that, and live music, and then just talk to people. And not to say that this is a spill for Clampers, but Clampers is interesting in the way that it is that it's all walks of life of men.
Yes.
And so, from the chapters from the Bay Area down to San Francisco, the chapters up here, it's really interesting to see all the different characters across our state. It's the last men's only fraternal organization.
Yeah, absolutely.
Surrounded by history and camaraderie, brotherhood.
Yes.
Which is really interesting.
Plus, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, totally. I mean, if you get a bunch of guys together, we're gonna act like kids again. We'll have fun. So that's the good part of it too. Is men and the social environment. People need to get out and do something social. I don't care what it is.
Yeah.
You gotta get out and be with other people face to face, smoke and joke, and experience life.
Yep.
Because life behind a computer and behind a phone is not life at all. I know. These freaking goggles my kid's using, like, he doesn't use it a lot, but I can't do it. I think it's a PTSD thing. I don't want to have this thing and I'm in a different world.
Yep.
As it is, when it comes to my I don't put things in my ears. My headphones go on the outside of my ears so I can hear behind me, and I don't get snuck up on.
Yeah, absolutely.
But Dan, my wife and I see this Oculus, I think it is, or this I forget what they call it when they're doing this.
Yeah, the VR.
Yeah, the VR. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
My wife is interesting. My wife will come home and she'll get on her VR and there's like an exercise program, and so that she's talking to other women exercising.
Really?
In this like wherever their program they're exercising in, which is interesting. Right?
Yeah.
Like so, it's not like you're exercising by yourself. You're actually talking to these other people's avatars and communicating. So she's exercising with people across the country.
Oh, nice.
It's really interesting. And those aspects are cool, but would it be, is that beneficial, or is it beneficial for her to go down to a regular gym?
Yeah, but you know what? It'd probably be more beneficial to go to the gym, but then you got to think of this. You go to a gym, there's a lot of people there, a lot of, people staring at you.
You got to pay the fee, right?
Yeah.
Whatever the gym fee is, right? Yeah.
Yeah, so when we got back, before we bought our house, it's probably another reason why we didn't go to the gym anymore, but Smart Fitness, that was nice. They have two different kinds of gyms. They have one for the younger hot rodder guys, and then they have one for us old fogies.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And then they have...
so how they break that up, like silver, this is the silver gym, the gold gym, bronze gym over here?
Yeah, probably something like that, right? And they have two different swimming pools. So they got the one that they compete in. But then they have the one that I like. You get the Foley weights, and you get into the exercise. Aqua therapy. Oh my God, dude, I can't wait to do that this summer.
Yeah.
It's so good. And my wife's like, well, instead of paying $99 a month, we'll just go down to the lake and do it. And I was like, yeah, I could see it in the wintertime.
Yeah.
Yeah. You think I'm small now? Wait till I get out of the water then.
I'm not too big on water because I sink like a rock.
Yeah.
I mean, I can tread to survive. But this last summer, my wife got these paddle boards you can blow up.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So they're like a thick balloon, but in a board.
Nice.
And so when you take the air out, they just roll up, and then when they air up, they're pretty solid.
Yeah.
And that was fun. My wife had been doing it, my son had been doing it for a while, and I finally went, and I'm like, oh, this is actually kind of cool.
Yeah.
And I'd hate to say where we went, because everybody else is going to want to go, but there are lakes around here that aren't so crowded like Pinecrest. I think my wife could go up Pinecrest during the week and do the bodyboard, but I go out the back roads and go out. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
And it's like hardly anybody there. I don't mind people. I don't mind a couple people. What I don't like is a whole bunch of people and a bunch of chaos.
Yes.
And that so to speak.
Yeah, that's when your fight or flight comes in.
Yeah. I think we probably should wrap it up for now.
That sounds good to me.
All right. And then see you maybe next week sometime.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. All right. So this is Sergeant Pierce and Sergeant Rasmussen, Sergeant P, Sergeant Marv. Signing off. Later.
There is a time for love and laughter. The days will pass like summer storms. The winter wind will follow